So hello guys, and today welcome back to another video. And in today's video I want to cover how to get good at editing and drills and creative maps you can use to get better at editing. So I'm going to cover them in depth, so I hope you guys enjoy. So the first thing I want to talk about today is crosshair placement. Now crosshair placement is one of the most important things about editing. Now what crosshair placement is instead of just swinging side to side when you edit, instead controlling your crosshair so you have the minimum and most efficient route for your edit. Don't worry, I'll give an example that sounded way too complicated. So to explain, this is Raiders Mechanics Training Map, code on screen right now, and on this map there is a crosshair placement section. Now notice on this section there is a wall and there is a red circle on it. Now what you have to do for this drill is try to keep your crosshair when you edit the wall inside the red circle. Now if you can't get this going and you're failing a lot, instead of just going full blazing pace, right, and making your movements really massive, just slow down. I don't care if you're at snail pace, okay? If you're doing it, that's all that matters. Trust me, it is much better and you will improve quicker if you just go slow and take your time. Speed will come with time, so don't worry. Just go slow and take your time. So when using this map, what I usually do and what I recommend you guys do is notice at the top of the map there are timers. Now when I started off I used this 5-minute timer a lot, but since I am getting better and better, I've just, slowly as time passes, I've decreased that to 5 minutes, to 2 minutes, to 1 minute. Sometimes I only do 30 seconds. Depends how busy my day is. But if you want to do 5 minutes, what I would do, if it's this bottom right arc edit, I go firstly downwards from top to bottom. Then after that, I do the opposite, bottom to top. Now it is very important to do both ways, since a lot of people think it's the same thing, but to me it is completely different. I didn't practice for like the first maybe 2 weeks. I only practiced top to bottom, and when I tried to do bottom to top, my crosshair placement was completely off and it was much slower. So if you guys are starting out, please make sure to do this, okay? It is not the same thing. Now, one more thing to add is try to make it realistic and different every single time. What I usually do is shuffle left to right and crouch up and down when I do these edits. Another thing I like to do is for these edits right here, I like to add a ramp and edit from the side. This again, a edit I would do in a real game, that is why I do it. Now once I've warmed up my crosshair placement with that map, I usually go into Xenix 60's crosshair placement edit course. Now this is the same thing, but instead of only practicing one thing, this is an edit course. So once I'm warmed up with the Raider 464 map, I usually go into this to just finalize and test my crosshair placement. This map is kind of short, but it does have 4 courses: the ramp, the cone and floor, the mixed one, and the wall one. They're all very good, but again, like I said, short. But once you finish the map, if you kill this NPC to the side, it pretty much instantly resets the map, so you can try it again. Now like I said for this before, you want to run through this slow if you're just starting out. You don't have to rush anything. Like you see in the clips right here, I'm taking my time, not rushing, just trying to get the crosshair placement correct. Now after you've mastered your, crosshair placement, how do you practice your edits? Now, back in the day, you would see a bunch of these edit courses, which were really in fashion for a long time. Mostly throughout Chapter 1, they were really, commonly used by the pros, but right now, that is not currently the meta. You should not be using these editing drills unless you are new to the game. Instead, what you should be using are these editing tunnels. So for any of you that don't know what an editing tunnel is, it's basically a tunnel that has a bunch of twists, turns, drops, and has no builds inside, which means you have to build the builds yourself and edit them to get through the tunnel. Now this is very good. One reason that is very good is that that is very, very random. So you sometimes have to do a triple edit, then you have to double edit down. It's completely random. Meanwhile, these edit courses are just pretty much, same thing over and over. Cone floor, triple edit, triple edit, triple edit. Some of them aren't, but some of them usually are. And what this usually does is that it forces you to build, edit, and it makes it so you can't stop. It allows you and makes you focus on keeping your momentum while you edit and build, which is a really, really key aspect of build battles and trying to get high ground off your opponent. Since if you stop your momentum when you're getting high ground, you're usually not going to get high ground. And in this map, this Raiders mechanics map, it really tries to force you to try to end your momentum. It adds these weird edits that you don't really experience and really can't replicate, but it definitely do happen in game, and it tries to cut off your momentum. So it makes you just a better player. And I know I mentioned build battles before, but it's really similar to realistics as well, where you need high ground. And this map right here has 8 tunnels, and it's obviously the same map as the crosshair training maps. You can practice 2 at the same time, and this will really, really help you out, and you won't notice it, but you'll slowly get better. So I hope you guys practice that. And finally, this editing map, again by Xanax60. I know it's all the same guys, but these guys are just really carrying the community right now. And I really, really want to support these guys because they have amazing maps. So this map is basically box fighting peaks and all that. You can practice all that. So I hope you guys are noticing right now that I am taking a variety of peaks. Peanut butter, window, right hand corner, everything. This is what you want to do when you practice this map. Now I see a lot of people say, I've boxed my opponent, then I die just because my mechanics are not good. This is where you practice this. This is where, maybe once you get the wall or once you've piece controlled your opponent, this helps you to just kill your opponent once you've done that. It allows you, 1, to reset the wall, which a lot of maps don't let you do. Like a lot of Raiders maps don't let you do that, since once you kill the NPC, it teleports you. But it is so important in game so you don't take any damage. And a lot of the time, editing a wall to kill your opponent is much more different than editing a wall in general. So I think it's very important to practice that. Maybe you're just trying to focus on the peanut butter edit and you want to practice the peanut butter edit for 30 minutes, right? I usually practice a variety, but either one works for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is the end. I am planning to make a video on the same kind of type of video, but for piece control, for aim, for movement, anything that you guys want, to comment that down below. Or you guys can like and upvote on Reddit, then I'll notice that and I'll make a part 2 either way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like I said before, and peace out.